Just want to get a run going. Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about my plans, and after sub 130, looks like it's gonna be blue percent. I don't know. I've lost a lot of my motivation for blue percent, honestly, because I think a lot of my motivation came from other people wanting to do it, but it looks like other people are doing other things. And it's not really, I don't think it's as worth it. Unless, like, a bunch of the boys are in on it. So, probably blue percent, but we're on the fence. Because I know after this, I'm doing gossip percent for sure, because that's been a thing I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm for sure doing that. It's whether or not I do that alongside blue percent, or if I learn another category to do it alongside. Regardless, I still have a couple more things to learn for that category. But I was saying earlier, I found a document that was my old speedrunning goals for 2018. Which I didn't complete a lot of them because it wasn't like a complete by the end of 2018. It was more so for the future. But the ones I have now are for 2019. And I found something that I completely forgot about that I'm actually really happy to want to do, which is reverse dungeon order. I'm really excited for reverse dungeon order, and I think I might be doing that. Because I was thinking if I dropped blue percent, I might just go to MST. But I think RDO would be a lot more fun. Yeah, I remember talking to Mikami a while ago, back when I first looked into RDO. And he didn't say he was going to teach me. It was more so a thing of if you have questions, stop by the stream and ask. But I looked into his his VOD of his PB, and I just tried emulating stuff, and I got up to Bolero cutscene skip, and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn as I go. I got up to Bolero cutscene skip, which is, granted, mostly things I already know, but there's something I'm doing wrong in that cutscene skip, and I can't figure out what. If you have a vid for that, I'd like to see it. Because is it the Deathless type, or not? Because I was doing the one where, you void out. Oh, if you have a full Google Doc of just tricks, if you could just Discord message that to me, that'd be amazing. Because VC80 is something I intend on learning at some point as well. I don't know when, but at some point. That was so scuffed. Because I think my order of priority, as it is right now, it's not set in stone. But I think it's going to be reverse dungeon order, then MST, then all dungeons. MST and all dungeons are interchangeable, though. It really depends. Because I don't want to do trials, but I also don't want to do 1/16th health stuff. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, like I said, as much as I like planning for the future with this type of stuff, the first thing we have to do is get past this mental block we're having with no IM. Because I'm entirely convinced it's a mental thing and not a skill-based thing. Yeah, thanks, Apple. I entirely think it's a mental thing. Because I know I've got enough skill to, like, tie my golds, if not make new ones. It's just, there's something stopping me. And it has to be, like, within my own mind at this point. I've been grinding this for, like, 4 months. There's no way it's a skill thing. Because granted, I'm not, like, a good speedrunner, but I don't think I'm bad, you know? It takes me a while to pick up some things, but once I pick them up, I know I can do them. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for, like, sub 135 before going for sub 130. But sub 130 is the end goal for this category before I go to something else. I'll eventually come back, but yeah. How about, it's funny, we were actually talking the other day in Toasted's stream, Toasted Donut. She was like, oh, we should have a drinking game where every split you take a shot. And the very first thing I thought was, oh dear, Habel. You with your, like, 43 shots in you by the end. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Like, oh my god, he'd be worse than, like, Dope. Be hilarious, but, like, you would actually die. I was doing fine with my ESS position earlier, and now I just can't get it. I don't know what's going on. I was, like, 100% consistent at the beginning of the stream. And, like, I can even tell, like, I can feel that it's off. It's just I can't get in the right position on time. You don't need to fix your mistakes. Simply acknowledge them. That's absurdly profound. And I really like that sentiment. You don't need to fix your mistakes. Simply acknowledge them. Man, that's deep. This is a pretty trash split. Yeah, I get what you mean, Abel. Because I know for a fact I'm definitely my worst enemy when it comes to pretty much any goal I put up for myself. Like, I know that's a fact. Like, whenever I don't accomplish something I set out, like, to do, it's always because of myself, not any other factor. Man, that is really, like, thought-provoking. You don't need to fix your mistakes. Simply acknowledge them. Because I can see how people would, like, abuse that type of mentality, you know? Like, not trying to make change. But I think it's best used in the context of, like, overanalyzing things, you know? It's basically another way of saying, like, take a step back. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's my other big problem, exactly, is the focus. Well, it's not so much the focus as it is, like, not like over-focus, but, like, what's it called? Like, my nerves get to me to where it actually just destroys me. Wow, that was a bad angle. Dude. There we go. I don't know, I think it's a disguised curse, more so than as a blessing. Because sure, it helps you in, like, a problem-solving type of way, but it hinders you when you're trying to find solutions to those problems. Like, sure, you're fine at diagnosing the problem, or, like, you're really good at it, but if you can't find a solution to the problem, what are you really doing? At least that's my take on it. At least my case of it. Obviously, it's not the same for everyone. But in my own personal experience, that's what I see. Yeah, it definitely depends on the severity of the issue. If it is like a puzzle, then it's helpful. But if in the moment you freeze up overanalyzing it and it's something that needs to be dealt with immediately, it can be a problem. It's not so much the severity, I think it's more so time, like the time constraints of it. You can find the perfect solution over a longer period of time, but you can't find a good enough solution in the moment. In my own personal experience. Man, chat gets deep at what, 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, true. Yeah, well, I'm pretty similar with it. I tilt off the face of the earth really quickly. And it's not a thing of like, wow, this game sucks. It's a thing of, wow, I'm so bad at this. Like, it's a hit on self-esteem. I know it's okay to be bad, but, you know, there comes a point where it's a bit absurd. You know, like, among all the Speedy Speed boys, I am the furthest behind by a long shot in, like, every category. And sure, it's not a competition, but it still sucks to know, like, you are the furthest behind in every way. You know? Like, it's not bad, but it sucks. Because ultimately I do speedrunning for my own enjoyment. But by nature it is something that, like, that is competitive. You know, like, if I didn't upload my times to leaderboards, it'd be different. But I like having an archive of my times, and I do that via the leaderboards. Yeah, like, I know it's a totally natural response, so I don't really think of it as, like, you know, anything bad. Yeah, exactly, Paste. But I don't know. The way I view it, like, I don't try to view it in a competitive way. Because I know that will be bad for me. That's why I stopped playing, you know, different games. It's why I stopped playing League. It's why I stopped playing Overwatch, because I took it too competitively. And I don't want that to happen with speedrunning, because this is probably the best hobby I've ever taken up. Wow. Dude, come on. Can't pause buffer today. Yeah, like, competition can be good because it can drive you to improve yourself, which is, you know, the good part. But if you view it in the wrong light, it can be really toxic. Alright, this run's still alive, but it sucks. Yeah, dude, Trip deserves that PB. Like, he's been working hard. I am nothing but proud of him. Hardly even know him, too. Like, I stop by his chat, or like, yeah, well, I don't stop by his chat too often because it's an inconvenient time for me. But I stop by when I see him. You know, he stops by my chat, I see him in other people's chat. I like him, he's a good dude. But, like, from what I've seen of him, he's put in so much work, and he deserves, like, this and more, you know? Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I can tell despite only knowing him to a certain extent. That's what I'm trying to say about it. But probably phrasing in horrible, horrible ways. But anyways, yeah. Competition is good, and Moon vs. Enemy. Run is alive. Other deep things at 8 in the morning. Yeah. So weird. I don't normally stream this late. Like, it feels so out of place. It's like lights coming through my window now. That's weird. I guess that's what I get for screwing up yesterday. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but sorry for no cam. I don't know if that's bothering anyone, but if it is, I'm sorry. Normally I like having cam because it helps some people connect to the streamer a bit better. I know I do. Like, I will watch someone with a cam more, like, way more often than I'll watch someone without one. Just because it helps me. But hopefully the people understand. Yeah. It's the other thing. I told myself I would do this as like my New Year's resolution, and I haven't done it yet. But I'm trying to replace when I say sorry with saying thank you, if that makes sense, you know? So instead of saying like sorry I don't have a webcam set up, it'd be like thank you for understanding that I'm not using my webcam, you know? Stuff like that. And I have failed tremendously during this first month at doing that. Because that's just a force of habit that I'm trying to acknowledge that I'm doing. It's a thing of trying to change my mindset. Because that's my goal. My goal is to change my mindset so that hopefully it improves like my attitude towards just everyday life. Whoops. Dude. Bad dampe race, dude. I've bonked like how many times now? Yeah, I figure many of my problems, speedrunning in life overall, come from the like attitude and mental side of things. Figure if I can break those habits, life will turn around. Not to get even deeper than we originally were, or not deeper, even more sad. Streamer makes stream depressing. What? Run's probably dead. So like that? Fuck, what do you do here? Wasted 2 chews and a lot of time. Yeah, like that's the way I'm seeing it too, but I also know that it can be sad. Yeah, Habble. They do that in Hundo, and I'm going to be doing it in Gossip Percent when that finally takes off. Yeah, I learned that for Gossip Percent, because after getting Hookshot, we go and get Song of Storms. So that we can open certain grottos that have Gossip Stones in them. Yeah, just line up with the block there. I thought it was the wall for a second, but nah, it's the block. Both give you the same angle. And then ESS turn right 2 frames. And just pull a chew, get in that corner. And when it explodes, just start holding up. Just hold neutral until it explodes, and when you hear the explosion, super lenient, just start holding up. Yeah, I had to remember what I was doing. So we're losing a lot of time here. We'll hardly be green at all, but I kind of want to keep this run going just because a PB is a PB at this point, and I want to get some late game practice in. Like, if the run's completely dead, I'm still going to reset. This isn't a no reset, but... Oh my god, stop it. Horrible spawn, too. See, I want to have that mindset habble, but I'm going so hard for sub 130 that I'll reset if it's, like, if sub 130 is dead. Like, I'm way too trigger happy on my resets these days, because I know what my end goal is. If I didn't have an end goal, I wouldn't be as dead set. It's knowing when I'm going to switch to something else that's really hurting me there. Yeah, it's exactly like the type of high I'm chasing right now. Just knowing that the grind is over. Yeah, it's definitely not healthy. Because this has been like 4 months of torture because of it. Man, why couldn't we have gotten that back when we had a good run? Like, what was it, an hour ago? A little bit more? A little over an hour ago when we had a good run. Because we would have been like, what, another minute and 20 seconds ahead? On top of how ahead we are right now. Yeah, no, my outlook on No I Am right now is very unhealthy. I know that for a fact. But I know I'm really close. Because I've gotten runs to Spirit on like 127 pace. Or it was 127 or low 128. I think it was low 128 pace. I got into Spirit Temple with. I like the flip strat. I didn't used to do it before because I didn't need it, but now I just kind of do it for swag. Because people think it's really cool. I don't know. It doesn't really feel all that different to me. Oh, is this a gold? This is a gold by a lot. Because I had a pretty clean boat and BDK skip. Yeah, that was a really good gold. I don't know. It's mostly a swag strat for me. Also because I've seen Bongo do some really weird things. So it's just like making sure that the AI works the way it's supposed to. Dude, that just dropped my sum of best by 10 seconds. Dude, we're almost at 125 sum of best. And it's funny because I don't even think my sum of best is all that accurate to my capabilities because I never get to late game anymore. Like, all of my late game golds are horrible. Except for bow. My bow one is really good. That's because I got that recently. But like my Ganondorf and Ganon splits are horrible. I think my trial skip one, I still farm for bombs in my gold. Like, my late game splits are bad. Oh, that's rough, Hebel. Dying to Moblins and Minuet is unfortunate. In my PB, I died to a Moblin, and that lost me a minute. So, granted, in this PB, it means I got a free minute of time save, but still. Yeah. Sum of best is still a 128. I'm not too happy because of the minute that we lost in hover boots. But I'm still going to keep this going even if sub 130 is dead. Unless it's like super dead. Because if I get like a low 130s, like a 131, 132, it's still a really good PB. But if it gets up to like the 134 range, then I'm just going to reset. Because it's not as worth it to me. Or maybe. We'll see. It depends on how late in the run we are. If we're like at trial skip at 134 pace, I'm still going to go for it because it's just so close to the end. Dude, my PB's early game is horrible. Like, I had a really sloppy one this run, and I was still like a minute ahead. Oh, are you gonna set up comparisons versus trip for your any percent? Yeah. That'd be nice to see. Two really good runners with almost identical times side by side will be really cool to see. What? Why did it side hop? Oh, that was my guess. There we go. Okay. I want to make sure I was lined up because my camera looked a little bit weird. That's... oh, good. Whoop. Scuffed. Do you know the instant lineup strat there? No. I just target, make sure that I'm lined up pretty decently, and then I just go for it. I do it pretty casually, though. Like DC, I do really casually. I mean, especially since I don't do DC hover. Ha ha ha. But, yeah. Oh, it's just a retarget? Nice. What? Rude. I never lose time here. Yeah, I used to backwalk along the second half of it as well, but lately I've taken that out just for my own safety. Because I know I've been one to not do a straight turnaround many times. Yeah, no, I never lose time to that ledge, so that was really surprising. Like, I can turn around, it's just when I flick my stick, it won't be like straight back. And so I'll screw up my angle and then jump off. Like, I don't know why, it's just when I flick my stick, it's not always straight back. Sometimes it'll be a little bit off to the side. Quick spinning's hard, alright? I don't even blame her. What I find interesting, people will only quick spin clockwise or counterclockwise and like absolutely can't do the other. I find that interesting because I go counterclockwise personally, but there are people who will go clockwise and I can't understand that. Yeah, I'm an only counterclockwise boy as well. Counterclockwise is the way to go, dude. Save time if the clock turns counterclockwise. I mean, I guess? I don't know if that's how linear time works, but we'll say it does. Took a second to make sure I knew what I was doing there, because I just kind of didn't for a second. That was sloppy. Honestly, Habel, it's just a thing that you have to sit there and grind out. I legitimately sat there one day for like 3 hours and just kept on practicing getting an ESS position by flicks. Like, it's just something you have to get used to, and there's no real trick to it. Yeah, I just nudge it. Occasionally I'll go 1 frames, occasionally I'll go 2, and that's just something you have to get used to, like, gauging. Yeah, the biggest barrier to it is getting over the fear of overshooting. If you overshoot, you just have to line back up and try again. And eventually, you just get used to it. I nudge it a little bit lighter. Like, I risk undershooting so that I don't overshoot it. There we go. Yeah, I purposely, like, almost undershoot it, and I get, like, just on the lower end of an ESS turn, just in case. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, like, that first time when I failed the super slide. I don't know why I went for that extra roll. I just reflexively hit A again. with no real like intention on it. Sometimes reflexes are bad in terms of speedrunning. Sure, ask me anything. Within reason. Yes, I 100% did. Because I know that my minuet split has a minute of time save there, and I know that my bomb split is a bit suboptimal. What I did not expect was to go from, well, to lose the time I did in hover boots, but then to gain time on Shadow Medallion. Because that Shadow Medallion was barely not a... So, when I PB'd, it was a gold. Wow. When I PB'd, it was a gold. And then I got a small gold recently. So I think of it as basically a gold. And I did not expect to gain time there. Also, why am I losing time to this? This should not be something I lose time to. Yeah, I expect to have pretty major jumps throughout my run because I know how my PB is, and you may not notice this, but between my PB and my sum of best, I have over 10 minutes of time save. On the left-hand side of the shelf, I don't know, when I learned it, I thought I remembered someone saying that you should be, so I do it just in case, as like a precautionary measure. And it seems a bit more consistent. Like, I don't think it's necessary, but I think it could play a factor in you failing it. So I don't know, I do it just out of superstition, if not anything else. Which sometimes superstition helps be more consistent. Because if you get good at doing it a certain way, even if it's not necessary, it's still, like, you're still doing it consistently. You know? A little bit wonk ass. Okay. My angle looked a little bit wonk ass there. We're fine though. Yeah, I think that's just about how every setup feels. You know? That's why setups are the way they are. New setups are found because people don't like the feel of the other ones. So this run's not nearly as good as it could have been, mostly due to the time that we lost in hover boots and the sloppy child section. But I'm still gonna keep it going because this is good enough to where it can. I don't think that sub 130 is happening. Let me put it that way. This can still be a good run, but I don't think that sub 130 is happening because of the thing that we did in Hover Boots. I'm actually going to try not to farm. That was a bit early. There we go. Don't die, please. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get out of the habit of farming bombs at unnecessary times. Because now I'm at the point where if I screw up a trick enough to where farming bombs matter, the run's probably dead anyways. There we go. Went the safer route because I was low on health. Gave me a couple of extra hearts to work with. Was a little bit slower, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm surprised that he got a hang of Nibiru cutscene skip. It's like, good on him. It's just time save that's in his favor. I'm not going for it because I'm already bad enough in Nibiru as is. But maybe one day. I feel like that's how it is with most tricks, honestly. As a spectator, it looks really scary, but once you understand it, it's not that bad. Like, that's how I felt about Spirit Hover. Granted, I don't do it in runs, but I'm able to do it, you know? Oh, rip. Thought that was good. It's a little bit late, though. That was going to be gold if I got the door skip the first time. Might still gold by like a second. Yeah, like less than a second. Would have been a gold otherwise. having a full bomb count here is pretty nice. I forgot the second one. Forgot the second jump slash. And that would have been perfect. Rip. Would have actually been perfect. Just got thrown off a little bit because I usually equip my mirror shield before this, and I want to get in the habit of equipping it here. It threw me off a little bit. For safety, because I can't. Okay. Couldn't fail this, so I want to do that for safety. Yeah, so we're losing time here. Man, this would have been a perfect split. This would have been a really good gold if I got that the first time, but just forgot to hit B again. That's all it was, one B press. One B press lost me like a minute. It's okay. Run can still die at any time. That was scary. If she did a horizontal slash, Run would have died. Yeah, we lost a lot of time because we forgot to hit B instead of gaining a little bit of time in golding. I'm probably getting into the 125, some of best. Yeah, lost a little over a minute. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. It's just, I don't know, I got thrown off. That would have been a really good gold, though. Yeah, because I think we lost about a minute to the, what's it called? Missing that statue climb, and then about 8 seconds to the screwing up the BK skip once. This gonna be a PB? It could be. Sub 130 is dead unless I play like perfectly for the rest of the run. But it could still be a really good PB, so I'm gonna keep it going. Granted, I think my actual most inconsistent part of the run is Twin Rova. So this fight could make or break it. For me, at least. Because my gold is bad, and I still can save a minute 42 here. Good pattern so far. Oops. That's one. Okay. I'll get back here. Rip. That was bad. Where are they? They're there. She's gonna move to a pretty bad spot. Okay, got her. Alright, so only one miss so far. And that was due to my poor positioning. I don't know where the other one is, but I can't really adjust. So I would have died otherwise. Oh, there she is. Oh, that was sick. That was really lucky. Well, so far this is significantly better than any other Twin Rover fight I've had. But we still have one more phase. Couldn't remember if I did the jump slash yet or not. Come on. Oh, thank God. I didn't think I was gonna get the one cycle. Alright, this is probably gonna gold. Man, I'm still mad about, like, we've made 2 huge mistakes this run. Like, we've had a couple pretty sloppy segments, but we've made 2 major mistakes, and each one lost about a minute. And they're mistakes I don't usually make. Like, they're usually pretty trivial things in my runs. And they're the only 2 major mistakes I've made. Is this not gonna gold? This might not gold. I don't think I've ever had one that, I don't think I've had one where I haven't missed a shot. I'm pretty sure in every single one I've missed at least one shot. I wonder why this didn't gold. Surprising. Nonetheless, a much better fight than usual. Usually I only save a minute here. I don't know, apparently I have had a good fight before. Yeah, well, I understand that, but like, both mistakes were ones that lost about a minute. Especially considering that one hover boots one. I think aside from that mistake, that would have been a gold. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Regardless, it was a pretty decent split. And our bomb count is good, so we don't have to do anything before Forest Temple. Which our gold here is really good, because I got that recently. And it felt perfect. I think it's still improvable by a couple seconds, but it felt really good. Yeah, look at this. We still have another 6 minutes of time save, and we're just leaving Spirit Temple. That's how bad my endgame is. Because my PB is literally horrible child section, pretty decent temples, and then horrible endgame. Yeah, like even if I have like perfect bomb count, I try not to farm before forest because it's just not worth it. Like, it's so much better just to farm in Ganon's castle and have your run die if you don't do the stuff right here. Because in Forest Temple especially, if you screw up a bomb trick, it's probably over. Unless it's like the damage boost. The damage boost is like the one thing that you can get away with. I did just realize health though. That could make for a pretty funny loss of time. I think what I'm going to do is, first thing I do in the Stalfos fight is I'm going to go get the fairy. Yeah, I think that's what my plan is. It's going to lose a little bit of time, but it's going to mean I don't die. Maybe. Maybe. I could still die. Hit the fairy, thank you. Yeah, well, I always go for the iframes on that bubble. This is honestly not that bad to time out. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Wait. Where? Okay. My camera did so many weird things. Whoops. Come on, I usually get this trick. There we go. Usually I'm a bit more consistent with that one. Is this not going to work? Yeah. Usually I'm off the ledge there, but I think I, because usually I get a bit closer to the edge. But then people would always be like, you know, you don't have to be so close to the edge. So I tried being fast for the homies, but alas, it lost me time. That's what you get, people who try to say I should be faster. Easy. I'm trying, Based. Don't worry. I'm not trying to stress myself out, though. I've basically accepted that sub 130 is dead, but I think a low, like getting pretty close, is still alive. That's not a side hop. Oops. Dude, trying to skip the other Navi text. I'm gonna get a safety heart in here. because I usually have to wait for this guy to get closer to me anyways. Oh. More safety. Because good run is good. This one was being really annoying. That stealth host was actually good at his job. Alright, so not a gold, but yeah. Actually pretty sad that we didn't gain time there, because normally we do. So whatever. At least we didn't lose time to PB, you know? We just lost time to golds. Which I could be happy with. Well, turns out my trail skip was good. PB. I thought it was bad. I never get this far, so... It wasn't a task reset. You could still hear a little bit of the thing. But I'm definitely getting faster at my resets. Because I used to purposely slow down on my resets to make sure. But now I'm just kind of over it. Alright, chat. Wake me up when lax is over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's literally as soon as you press A. Because you are able to reset without hearing the audio. That's what a task reset is literally no audio when you reset. And I've done it before, but it's super mock-ass. So now I just, I give it a couple little twinkles. I go for about 1 to 2. Dude, this is 100% my luck. Actually being close to PB, and there being 2 people in my chat. Granted, it's probably better for me because it means that I'm less nervous, and the fact that sub 130's dead, but still. Oh, casuals, look away. This is a spoiler. But if you're a casual watching the speedrun, then what are you doing? You're a little proud. Thanks, Abel. Yeah, no, it's... Normally I would reset when we made the mistake after hookshot, but I decided to keep going just for practice. Yeah, usually I'm the type of person who would, I'm the type of person where I tell other speedrunners, even if you PB by 1 second, it's still a PB. But I don't practice what I preach, which is the problem. Because, I'm super proud of people for, 1 second PBs. I genuinely am very proud of people for doing that, because it's still improvement. But I, myself, I go so hard for the sub 130, I don't even care about the other PBs normally. This one I do care about because it's actually pretty decent. Especially considering outside of the 3 minute time losses. You know, this is actually really good. I should take my own advice that helped you. Dude, I genuinely don't think I could be more motivational than when you were learning Spirit Hover and said I shouldn't go for it, and I was like, give me back the Habble that, grinded any percent. and this and that and whatnot. I don't think I could be any more motivational of a person than when I was right then. Because I can't give myself that advice, because I gave up on any percent at 22:58. But there are definitely things that I should be practicing when I say it to other people. Yeah, old Apple's back. A true paste. I don't know, I might do it for Wanda Gamelon. It really depends on what the fan base says. Because from what I can gather, a couple people, myself included, really liked the CDI, but most people really hated it. I think most people were actually mad that I did CDI for a bit. And that's why I'm not doing Minish Cap on stream. And I'm just going to do it in my own time, unless people specifically ask to see it. But I don't know, if people want to see CDI, I'm happy to do the same thing I did with Faces of Evil with Wanda Gamelon. Yeah, well, we stream at pretty similar times. But you stream for longer, so I'm able to tune into yours. But luckily, this rare event happened, where I started streaming at 7 in the morning. Yeah, because don't get me wrong, like, I enjoyed Faces of Evil. Running it was neat, but I don't have any motivation to do any better, you know? Sure, I'm bottom of the 100% leaderboard, but it's still 3rd place. And it's close to my goal. So it's something that, like, I'm gonna keep for, like, a rainy day, but I'm not gonna keep grinding it. It's not something I'm keen on grinding. All the CDI games I think I want to learn just so that I can say that I did them, but I'm not gonna grind. What? Yeah, one's all we need. We didn't actually need any, but I just wanted to see if I can get any. Oops. Oops. I actually remembered to split. That was a really good Lizalfos fight. Oh, you know what I still have to learn? I still have to learn how to do double knuckles. I tried learning it a while ago, but I just kind of gave up. Couldn't see. He jumped onto the chest. It's gold. My movement's a bit trash, but my fights have been pretty decent. Or at least as good as they can be, because the Stalfos moved in really weird patterns. Right, don't screw this up. That was mock ass. Hey, what's up, Befry? Is that how you say it? I'm gonna keep on going with different things. Because I know that Befree isn't correct, but it's what I went for before. Because I like Befree, because I can call you Briefy. But... and before I just start hessing up these stairs one day. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Arthur? Thanks for the good luck. Definitely gonna need it. Because I do not practice Ganondorf or Ganon nearly as much as I should. Because I never expect to get this late in the run. But at least I remember what to do. That's something. Like, I remember all the strats. I just don't practice them. Except for Void Warp. Void Warp I'm a little bit iffy on. Because I never know, like, the jump slash timing. I know it's got the same angle as block skip, but my timing is always a little bit weird because you're supposed to wait a little bit, but not too long, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. At least if I remember correctly. Yeah, you don't wait too long, but you don't go right away. You wait for the Link to, like, turn around, you know? Yeah, Habel, if you could show me sometime, that'd be good. Finally, a good Ganon fight. Ganondorf, that is. Yeah, dude, we just saved a minute to golds. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Mito. Dude, look at this. This is my best split times. Because normally I reset on Ganondorf. Or reset a little bit before Ganondorf. Best split times. Minus 46, not minus 4 minutes. Yeah, thanks, Habel. Or no, that wasn't a full minute of gold. That was about 30 seconds of gold. I think about 25 to 30. That was a good gold, though. The only things that could really go better is better movement. Obviously, like, hessing up the stairs. And doing, like, double knuckles. I think that's it. Anyways, let's see if we can remember Void Warp. Still just trying to keep a level head. Oh, wait, no. Come on. There we go. think it's supposed to be like here. Whoops. Where is it? Am I in the right area? Where am I, dude? I screwed up. Okay. Wait, I don't have to backwalk there because this guy... Don't kill me. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to backwalk after landing. It's alright. We're remembering. Alright, that was really scuffed. I know what I have to practice. Because all my other time losses in this run weren't even things that, like, I should be practicing. Dude, you know what's gonna be hilarious, though? I remember I lost one run. It wasn't, like, on PB pace or anything. It was a no reset. But legitimately, I failed a super slide into Ganon by picking up the bomb, and then I died to the bomb. And that can happen this run. And if it does, I'm actually going to be very mad. Luckily, I'm a lot more chill than I was then. Nah, Apple. I'm just going to go for the good PB. Not the goal. The goal's been dead for a while. Due to a couple of mistakes I really shouldn't even be doing. But can still PB by a lot and be really close to our goal. So thanks for good luck, Apple. Dude, to think that all of this happened because I started streaming at 7 in the morning. It is 9:37 in the morning right now. I'm usually asleep. Nice, first try. I don't know if I'm also supposed to be holding target here. I don't think I have to, but I'm going to just in case, because I'm paranoid. And then I'm going to try to play Ganon pretty safe, because I'm sick of this 4-month grind. Hopefully this gets rid of that mental block. Yeah, because like holding down with both hands, just like it solidifies like I need to hold. Yeah, Miyoto, I had to do that yesterday because I live in the Chicagoland area. All right, now come back here. There we go. That was scurry. Alright. Like I said, playing it safe. I could have done that a lot faster, but I'm playing it safe. Because I'm going to lose time on this split, probably. Because of all the things that happen with Void Warp. Because I don't have a collapse split. I've considered putting in a collapse split, just so I can isolate Ganon. But theoretically, Void Warp shouldn't really matter. So it's like between left and down left to get the hit, right? Like halfway between left and down left, right? I think so. So they got a mid 131.
Finally.
It's not the goal. It's not the goal time. Dude, that could have been a high 130 if we just did Void Warp correctly. So it's not the goal. But we got a really good PB. Yo, thanks for the GGs. Yeah. So to remind you guys of the mistakes that unfortunately happened. Sloppy child section, but acceptable, right? Lost about a minute to what I wanted to do, right? Then here, we didn't go, like, we didn't do the void out in Dampe's place, so we had to clip with the bomb shoe and go back into graveyard. All right, that's what lost us time there. Then things are going fine for a while again, whatever, right? Then we didn't hit the second jump slash on the statue climb, and that lost us about a minute of time. And then things were going fine again. And then Bow, we could have saved about another minute, but we had a pretty sloppy Forest Temple. And then Void Warp failures. Those were all the major mistakes in the run. And most of them aren't even like big things that you can really practice. All I really have to practice is like Forest Temple and Void Warp. That's about it. Yeah, I bopped YOLO and I also bopped Zelda fan. Nice, dude. I'm thinking I might try to get good at Spirit Hover for the sub 130, because that's going to help a lot. Because while I know I can beat this PB because I've got 6 minutes of time save, it'll be a lot easier with Spirit Hover. Yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of this. There were really sloppy mistakes throughout all of it, but I blame that on being 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, GG's. Just gonna take a real quick screenshot of this. We'll put this in stream announcements. No, this isn't a stream announcement. Where else can we put this? You put this here. And... oh no, we have to DM this to YOLO. Your move, bitch. There we go. Anyone else I want to send that to? Yeah, thanks for the good job. I feel proud, dude. Oh, I could also send this to him. That was pretty good. It's sad that this happened at such a weird time, so like a lot of the regulars couldn't watch. And that there's no cam. Honestly, the no cam may have helped. I don't know. Regardless, it's not the end goal. So there's still going to be more no IM runs. But we are a huge step closer. Also, we're going to have a lot better of a run to run against. Because we're still going to have the problem where there are major pockets of time save rather than it being like spread out. But at least now it's not going to be like, oh, well, if we're not 2 minutes ahead out of child, it's bad, you know? Like, we still have early time save in child, so we still have that buffer. But there's actually like respectable splits now. Yeah, we both PB'd. It just took me quitting my job and Yellow getting back into streaming for us to PB. Dude, I remember that, Habel. Dude, I remember the days of teaching you not any percent, no I am. I remember those days, dude. And now here you are. First person to get the dream. Going so much further than any of the rest of us dreamed. Good times, dude. You know, you never took a break. You've been grinding at it for a while. But I had a long period of time where I just couldn't stream or practice consistently. Because work. But now that that's not an issue, progress has been being made. Because there was a period of time where it honestly felt like I was relearning things because of how out of practice I was. Just due to the way the work was. And that's honestly what I blame about 2 of the 4 months of my PB lull being. Because to put this in perspective, my any percent PB was 5 months ago, and my no I am PB before this was 4 months ago. It was only a month since so since my last PB, it was only a month after I switched categories entirely. Like, that puts into perspective on, like, how long I've been grinding this. Granted, it's been a really weird grind, again, because of, like, you know, because of work. I honestly blame work on so much of my speedrunning problems. You know, we met, like, 6 months ago. Or no. No, I was just starting No I Am. So it would have been about, like, 5 months ago. Because I was just starting No I Am, and you asked me to help you learn it. Yes, I think about 5 months ago. How long have I been subbed to you? Because it's a bit longer than I'd been subbed to you. So I think I've been subbed to you about like 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, no. GG, guys. Thank you to everyone in chat for sticking by. I know it's still such a weird time for me to run. Because to those of you who are not normally in chat, this is a weird time for me to normally be streaming. I usually stream a couple hours before this. Oh, you're fine, Beefree. I was just saying thank you. Yeah, it was only 4 months in the making. What am I doing now? I'm still going for my end goal. My end goal was sub 130. This is just a step in the right direction, that's all. So I'm going to keep going with this until sub 130. And then it's either going to be blue percent or maybe reverse dungeon order or MST. Because the plan for a long time has been blue percent, but I think the love for that has like kind of died out a little bit. It's not like entirely dead. I still want to do it at some point. It's just I kind of wanted to do it like with all my other friends, and none of them are really doing it. You know? It was a project I wanted to do because my other friends were doing it, not so much because it's like the best thing ever. I can't really do Ganonless super paste because that's best done on N64. There's a VC route, but it's horrible because you don't get Speed Frog. So it's either MST or RDO, basically. Because RDO, I really want to do at some point, but MST ties in a lot more of what I've learned in No I Am, if that makes sense. Because RDO has a lot of new things that, like, I would have to learn. I'd have to learn weird setups for things that don't really correlate to other runs. So it's either take this and step it up to MST, or it's do RDO because I really want to do that, and then after that go into MST. Or it's do Blue Percent because I told ZG I'd learn it. Yeah, if I ever do get a Japanese N64, then I might do Ganonless someday. I just haven't gotten one.